Hi, everybody. Mark Davis coming to you in the immediate aftermath of our Thursday morning, September 26, 2013 show, in what has rapidly become the week of Ted Cruz. It was the actual almost 24-hour day of Ted Cruz on the Senate floor between night before last and yesterday morning when the senator went to the floor of the Senate. It wasn't technically a filibuster, but it carried all the political drama, all the political theater. Did it work? Yes, it did. Did it work to move the agenda along to where we can actually expect to defund Obamacare in the short term? No, it did not. That remains something that still is just highly unlikely. So why was it worth doing? Well, it was worth doing to make a statement. Sometimes there are broad gestures you can make that simply say, don't mess with me. There are broad things you can do. There's a stand you can take. You remember the little Chinese guy at Tiananmen Square up against that tank? Do we call him an idiot or do we call him courageous? I think courage is the attribute most often attached to him. He knew he didn't stand a chance against the tank, and yet he was willing to show his opposition to it in a public and very nervy way. This is what Cruz and Mike Lee and Marco Rubio and Rand Paul, few other senators, that's the problem, only a few other senators, are willing to show. I had Senator Cornyn. It's kind of funny. Been there longer, long resume, long and honorable service, now referred to as Texas' other senator. I'm sure he loves that. But what he's also not loving is the voicemails, the emails. He's getting torn up. He is being absolutely filleted by people, at least the folks I'm hearing from, who want Senator Cornyn to go ahead and board the Cruz bullet train, stand with Ted, go for the defund now battle. Now, listen, I don't presume that is everyone who voted for John Cornyn. I'm sure there are people who, and in fact, I have heard from a couple, but only a couple, of people who say, you know, it is better to go the measured approach, the delay and defund piece by piece as the months unfold. But the thing is, and this is what's been driving me crazy since the beginning, is why does it have to be binary? Switch on, switch off, this or this. I think every Republican, Senator Cornyn, Senator McConnell, Senator McCain, and everybody else should board the train with Ted right now to make clear how serious they are. And if we get to a government shutdown, then doggone it, we get to a government shutdown. And I know we'll be pilloried by the media and everybody will condemn the obstructionist Republicans, but for every one person doing that, first of all, please remember, that's the media and Democrats who will do most of that. They're not going to vote for us anyway. From the people who actually are going to vote for Republicans, for the people who actually are conservative and who are starved for bold conservative leadership, they're actually seeing it. And we're absolutely out of our minds with glee. This is ultimately not about Obamacare first. Think about that. This whole wave of love for Ted Cruz, it isn't about Obamacare first. That happens to be the issue around which we're all congregating. But what this is about, this phenomenon that you've seen this week, what I've seen played out on the phone lines to my show and the emails and, oh my gosh, just everything that you're seeing in conservative America, what you're seeing is the incredible adrenaline effect of bold, unapologetic, upbeat conservative leadership. Down the line, absolutely, I'm conservative. This is what I am. I will not be trifled with. We have not seen that since Reagan, and people are just absolutely thrilled by it. And Ted Cruz is the beneficiary of it. He has identified himself as that kind of leader, and those around him will have enormous benefit and enormous love from the base, from the conservative base of the party. Those failing to board that train, it's going to be a rough ride for a little while, and maybe more than a little while. I'm not suggesting that Senator Cornyn is going to be successfully primaried. We got a million miles to go. I don't even know who that would be, and let's not go there. In fact, just to wrap up this little video blog moment, you know what really is likely is Cornyn is going to get pilloried. He'll get blasted for not boarding the train with Cruz. The defund movement in the short term will not prevail. And then the more cautious souls, the McConnells, the McCains, the Cornyns, will take over. And if they are true to their word, which I actually believe they are, they will begin to dismantle Obamacare twig by branch in that delay, defund, delay, here a little, there a little kind of way. And if as 2014 unfolds, it appears that they're actually doing that, that will go a long way toward healing some of the rifts of today. But what about the rifts of tomorrow? That's the Friday show, the big 5-hour Bill Bennett experience. And this is going to be kind of fun because Dr. Bennett is sort of on the Mitch McConnell train, the Mitch McConnell side of this, and I'm not. So you ever have that guest at a party that doesn't quite seem to fit in? I'm going to be that guy on tomorrow morning's Morning in America, but that's okay. Bill has been more than gracious in his feelings about Ted Cruz and folks like me, and I'll be more than gracious in return from my side of the defund battle. It'll just all work out fine. That's Morning in America Fridays, hosted by me, 5 to 8, and then, of course, it's all Central Time, and then 8 to 10, another couple of hours thrown in for stuff I haven't found a way to wedge in there yet. So it's a big 5 hours on the radio with us together, 5 to 10 a.m., 660 a.m., theanswer.com, same place you came to enjoy this, so appreciate that. And we'll see you on the radio, as the saying goes. Mark Davis on 660 AM, The Answer.